Here we go again. Here we go again. Can't play no music right now, man. Fucking broke. I mean, phone broke. The other one. Straight though. I want to upgrade the quality of all the music and shit, cause I don't like the quality. It's garbage. Just being honest though. You know. But the time will come when I get to do all that type of shit, you know. But yeah. Mm. Today, 3rd, April 3rd, 2026. Yeah. Bringing the world down here. Starts today. Started yesterday. Before that, just depending on your timeline. You know what I mean? Everybody got a different line of events set up for them before they even. Well, we're catching the spring right now over here on the on this side of the world. So everything's coming back to blossom. Everything's blossoming again. So the world's going through a rebirth. Going through a rebirth. Mm. As long as you know how to set yourself up for the future, every day you work at that, you know. I wonder how long that energy going. I know, but I ain't gonna entertain certain aspects of something that's already done. Like if it's done, whatever that wasn't the best for the, it ain't never that type of situation either, because you know you create your situations. You know, So whatever kind of world you're in currently, it's because you're in that mind state. That's it. That's all. You just gotta peep things in the world whenever. Just trust me, it's always gonna be someone that's gonna try to bring you down or something of that nature. Being damaging spirits themselves. So then they'll try to put you in their world, being damaged as well. But I ain't gonna allow myself. So then, I would never do that shit. And same way I wouldn't react how you think I would react. So because I don't even know how I'm gonna react. So I be learning off myself. I don't be looking at y'all. I don't be looking at saying, and unless you kind of got thing, unless you're amongst those feath- feathers of a kind. That's the only thing I can peep game from. Is anybody else that's just in the world? I'm not really looking at you like. I mean, you can learn from everything, even the dumbest things in the world. You know. And leave me alone, bro. I've been busy. I've been telling myself I was gonna do it, but I ain't- oh God. Wrong crowd, bro. It's the wrong crowd. Like, and but yeah. So every day you're working with what you got, Uh, so yeah, just mm, so make your day uh in a way where you can gain from it, like whether it's get something out of it, get something out your day, not just you know, man. I'm really peeping out this energy too. It's real deal troll. I see what I see now. I see why they make that troll energy because motherfuckers is really in that energy, you know, without the knowing. No, Um, the cycle just the 24 hours of the day. That's gonna come regardless. Um, it's about doing something within those spaces, those you know. Everybody gotta start somewhere. Like you know, you saying some people don't care for it. So, but that don't gotta affect you. You know what I'm saying? So, when you get consumed and by the external things too much, you don't get to live your life. You don't get to think for yourself. You know, so, just focus on you. Insane. Focusing on you allows allows everything to really flow. Because everybody gets to do that. Then and that's how you can bring individuals together. You know what I'm saying? Uh, just teaching everybody keeping each other on check and stuff. You know, it ain't always supposed to be all fun and games and things of that nature. Because there's moments for that, but you have to know when to peep that, when the energy is all right to be expressed, and when it's like a serious type of moment or a moment where it's you gotta be able to peep throughout each second of the day how because we're all moving as everything's moving as one. As a wave, as a frequency vibration. You're in this current time, in this current world. And so you have to know how to kind of be able to adjust your actions to, you know, for example, I don't really want to entertain these conversations too much, or, but how do I'm saying, I just seen this shit, bro. Man, this whole, that, I'm saying, man, I don't even talk about it. But in other words, bro, just that precise situation that's going on right now, bro. Man, I ain't know about it judge, but based on, 'cause, you know, but after going through certain things, you should, everybody different on it, so, but it's like, you should know not to be doing shit that's obviously not what's, man, especially after, man, being, everybody's mind's different, so regardless though, the core essence of it is that somebody's just breaking certain laws and of the world, just just in general. Like, not saying you gotta put somebody in motherfucking jail or hell forever and shit, but the way that people be doing, man, that's why all this lawyer shit exists and things of that nature. But man, at the same time, you shouldn't be say committing the same type of mistakes you've done in the past to end up in institutions or wherever. You know, we all sitting here right now in our see out today. I know when that energy. I know that energy exists in all beings, in all things, everybody. But most people do it. Most people that's like on autopilot and things of the nation, they do that towards the end of the day, towards nighttime. Some, the people that be saying they can't sleep because woody woo, because for whatever reason, you know, it's because you always gotta have a pocket of space of your thoughts and feelings going towards something that's actually real. And a lot of people can't face that space, that phase of reality yet. When it's time to get real, it's time to get real, bro. It's time to get real, sis. Whatever, however y'all go, but you gotta know how to. You gotta know that at some point in the day, you just go through lessons. If you know how to take them, if you know how to observe what's what, and some days you may just get nothing at all. But did you know what I'm saying? Some people are not even in that mind state of every day is an opportunity to, get a little smarter, get a little, you know what I'm saying, get a little enlightened, a little more enlightened. You know what I'm saying, or if it's because everybody be doing simultaneously, like explaining things or teaching things while learning things at the same. It's like that. So every day is a process of bringing your world down. One step, you already one step in because you're in life. You're in this. You're in the world. You're physical. So the other is you creating that experience. You see how I did that? You it's like ascending, or it's like, what's that word? Ascending, descending, whatever. It just works for sun coming from a direction to make a line, make a point, make a you know, to show the path, show the when you saying yeah. Thanks to the recommendation things. What the new update or whatever. I don't know if it's new or not, but the Q&A thing be popping up like good leader, yes, no. That's literally what it said. Man, that's funny, man. Just as long as your mind is in that sigil that of doing something positive. Nah, I ain't gonna get too deep into it, 'cause that it's layers to that, but it's always this thin line too between what's right and wrong, kind of. But it varies for people. Some people, can get away with things that you wouldn't imagine, but whatever I'm saying, just know when you know that you can't, you better just stop that right there. You know what I'm saying? When you go out there, test the waters, test how you can do something, and you know that you can't rob a bank, then why the fuck keep trying over? Say like stick to what you know how to do. They're trying to pull guns on somebody and shit. Man, you're not good at that. Just making an example. Don't I ain't talking about nobody. Hello, the leader. You know how to lead yourself. Somewhere you perform. Even if you gotta do listen to somebody. You know what I'm saying? Put your pride, you know what I'm saying? It's aside, bro. When there's somebody that's got something, you know what I'm saying? All skills, bro. Just, you gotta know how to. So about what you know how to do. And if you don't know how to do something, you got all the time in the world. Develop motherfucking ability. What the fuck else did you come here for? You usually going through cycles. Saturn will keep coming back around and around. The sun will keep coming back around and around. The moon will keep coming back round and round, like it always has. Because what hasn't been is what you ain't done. That's it. What hasn't been is what you ain't done. You're going through certain experiences. You just gotta sit there and experience it. You gotta go through that experience. Just things you can't rush. Vice versa. It's things where you do gotta get, you know, to wrapping things up in certain areas where as you the one with the whole free will stuff. So when you know better, you got to just better do better. It's like everybody's sitting in a place learning at the same time while teaching. Best thing to exercise is the mind. So you ain't talking about nothing else but being at a certain space at a certain time again. Sun moving through the houses. You know, every hour. Same. Might track your thoughts. So you kind of know what you're at with your mind. As to what you're calling planets or, you know, Mars. Mars just what makes you passionate, makes you into something, what makes you be into an area of life, a branch of life. You want to do something, you gotta know how to do it right now. You gotta know how to be in that energy right now. You can't be half foot in. You gotta be all the way. Whatever you do, that's anything. If you know that, you gotta know in your mind that's already what you're gonna do. Whenever you pick whatever the hell you're gonna do in life, and you gotta do it. You gotta do what you're gonna do, not just have it as thoughts in your mind. And you gotta, sir. I think, you just got a certain alignment. You can't get away from it. And they call it calling or whatever. I don't know. I don't hear nobody. You so who you at? Shit, you gotta be real in tune, bro. You gotta be real in tune sometimes. Be careful. That's all I be saying, I guess. Careful. Saying, ain't just talking off current. Saying no. You saying some other terms, cell terms, really. It's just, man, how you hold yourself down, man. How your soul, your individual spirit. How you how you carry yourself. Anybody else carry your own weight for you, but you see, like that's what everybody got to deal with, right? Carrying their own self, carrying what I'm Yeah, that's also part of bringing your world down. Saying, that's for like words. Really, is to bring your world here. You know what I'm saying things of that nature. Moon and Scorpio. Just your emotions for now to be deep or you know, don't sting yourselves. Mm, know what energy you're dealing with. Always pick yourself up. You know, even if you're doing good. You know, throughout the days. I mean, throughout the day, it could be minutes. You know, it's very some minutes and seconds you spend into certain actions or thoughts, feelings, which lead to actions. You know, it's just some cycles that's hella longer than others. And they all play out the same way. Just with a longer lesson would be. But if you're already good at it, good at learning or going through lessons, you know how to obtain that energy from anything, and everything. Even when you do miss it, it come back around. So you start peeping out in what areas you might have thought you was perceived certain kind of way, but you know, time and time showed you that might have not been the case. That's in the shape, though. It's just that right there was in the shape and form of thoughts right there. So that might have just been my sons talking while going through these, moment of like deep feelings and shit. You know, how Gemini pass and with the sun in Aries. So you gotta learn to, you know, deal with emotions or thoughts, that put a heavy emotion to it. It's would basically be an energy, knowing or attaching yourself to or creating. Because when you're creating it, it's, it's not even like it's not You don't perceive it as so. And, you know, or your perception can change. Most of the time, you're gonna perceive it as something that get lost in. So, you just create your mind, your new space that you're in. Hopefully, it's a good one, where you're still on it, regardless of what's going on. That's that's that rant. That's you sparking up new. No matter what terrain you're moving through, what the whatever name they got for land or I say everybody put in they element to the water. So that's how teamwork makes dreamwork happens too. Just people sharing worlds, sharing portals to everybody, portals, to new worlds, to new possibilities, new. You know what I'm saying you got to, you got two of the same thoughts and feelings. Very simple. Each one plays its role. You know what I'm saying to create these energies, these boundaries. Like separates one's energy from the other's energy is that one, that zero, that one, that and that observer, that saying that it's just observing your mind and your body. Yeah. your actions, uh, you know, with your mind, whatever you're practicing, with the emotion you put behind things. You're in an isolated space by yourself where you're creating certain patterns or certain energies. You're creating a new way to even do anything. If it weren't for someone like you, it wouldn't be nobody else. Somebody else would be doing what you be on in your mind about too much. And you can just live it out. You won't have time for nobody else but yourself when you get aligned in that kind of, when you put yourself in that kind of space. And all your thoughts and feelings go towards just you, towards a better version of yourself. Add it on layers and cycles of blood. And your mind is no longer entertained by the old things your mind used to be entertained by. You you shift to something within yourself that no one else can do but you. You're the only one that can trigger that lever to or button to change anything within your own individual soul experience. Because you're the creator, the creation. And so when you eat certain thoughts and feelings, certain fruits, certain thoughts and feelings that you body you eat, you know what I'm saying? You gotta you gotta see how it make you react, see how it make your body feel, how it make you feel something like thoughts, even down to a lot. You gotta keep your body and everything what you're doing, you know what I'm saying? So you gotta get tired of certain things for you to start having different thoughts and feelings. And don't get too excited. Have discipline, disciples. No, Jesus, gangster. I mean, God disciple. One and she can get real excited about certain things. Like living itself. I mean, it's just to get your mind at a certain, you know, like not everybody going through the same situations or things of that type of nature. However you start something, it's how you finish something. Energetically wise. Now you'd actually have to go through some experiences to kind of know what I just said. You know what I'm saying? But let's not get too much off track. You know, we're talking about bringing the world down here. But again, that deals with not being lost in the sauce. You know, it was like a connection with that conversation. So yeah, you gotta know how to. You know, when you're down on, you know something. You always just and for where you at and shit. A lot of people ain't got shit. I ain't got nothing to do with it. You bring the world out here. You gotta sit and observe the energies, of the world. How shit feel different times. Sometimes it's like certain thoughts and feelings we can't get back. We're stuck in time. We can all learn from that though. Not like a crashes. Thankful for the nature because whether that shit was real or not. Shit's stupid. I be safe though. Flight ball bitch, I train area.